what measures you've taken in the last few weeks and months to kind of make sure that this guy takes care of what he needs to. I think you mentioned he cut it, then he's kind of let it grow back again. And kind of tell me a little bit about that.
What happens is if we get a complaint, or since we are proactive, if I see something that's not according to ordinance, I can actually go ahead and issue what we call a yellow tag, which is a home ordinance violation, basically. It's not like the car violation, so it's different. And I'll go ahead and tag him, give him 5 days, and then the process, that starts the process. Then after that, if they don't comply, then we issue them or send them a certified letter and give them so many more days. Most of the time those come back unopened, such as the one we sent him. And then we give them a compliance letter, and if that's all included in here along with the copy of the ordinance. And when it comes back, then we go ahead and send Public Works notice to go ahead and put it on a work order to have the city crews go and cut it.
Okay. So let's talk about this case specifically. What have you done so far as in terms of the yellow tag and the letter going out? I mean, from beginning to now to sending out Public Works to mow the lawn, what have you guys already done?
We've done everything that according to ordinance, yellow tagged him, sent out the notices, everything's come back. So we're now at the point where Public Works is going to go cut the grass. Mm-hmm. As soon as I notified our Public Works liaison officer, or person, to go ahead and start the work order, and they'll get it. Put a high priority on this one because it is really bad.
Mm-hmm. Now, that letter that you have with you right now, what was in that letter, and did it come back from the known address that you have?
Right. It came back, return to sender, unable to deliver, and it includes all the information that we gave you before, the agreement, the notice, a copy of the yellow tag. It has in there the copy of the ordinance. We always send that so there's no question, highlighted with what the violation is. Mm-hmm. So it's got everything in there that we talked about earlier and what we showed you.
And it came back?
Came back.
Okay. Does that mean he sent it back, or does that mean he just...
He just didn't pick it up.
Okay.
Just didn't pick it up.
So now you've contacted Public Works. Kind of what's going to happen now that they're going to go out there? Kind of explain that process to me.
They will. What they'll do first is our, our grass guy will go out, look at it, see what he needs, how big a crew he's going to need. Then they'll get all that together and they'll go out there and mow it. It'll probably take 3 guys, maybe even 4, because they'll trim it, they'll mow it all down, and clean up as best they can.
Now, as far as the cost, kind of what goes into that, what's the process of, how much is this going to cost?
The cost will be, the homeowner will have to pay for each of the employees' salaries, any equipment they use, to include right down to the gas, how many trucks they bring out there, how many mowers, the wear and tear on the trailers or whatever, everything's included in that.
Mm-hmm. And then will that be an itemized list sent to him?
Correct. Well, no, that will come to me. And then what I do is I go ahead and make a packet up to include everything that I've sent him, and then that goes to City Hall so that they can go before the city board and get it okay to send him a bill for that. And if he doesn't, then a lien will be put on his property.
Mm-hmm. And what happens then? The lien, is he going to have to go to court once the lien is put on the house? Kind of what
No,
happens?
no, not for that. In this case, he's going to be issued a citation because this is an ongoing problem with him. It's been I've been here for a little over 2 years, and it's every year. So we probably got 15 yellow tags on him. So, and some yellow or red tags for his vehicles over there too. So.
Mm-hmm. And what's going to be what is included in that citation?
It will just be a citation for the weeds this time, for ordinance 133.01, grass and weeds.
Court appearance.
It'll be a court appearance citation.
Okay, so we would have to go to court.
Correct.
Okay.